It was the kind of night that NBA fans live for, when underdogs rise, legends echo, and destiny flips on its head. The Indiana Pacers, facing elimination, and the heartbreak of watching the Oklahoma City Thunder celebrate a championship on their home floor, unleashed a furious storm in Game 6 of the 2025 NBA Finals that no one saw coming, and now the world is locked in for a historic Game 7. Imagine this. The crowd in Indianapolis is roaring, hearts pounding, and the Pacers, once counted out after starting their season with 15 losses in 25 games, rewrite the narrative in stunning fashion. Obi Toppin exploded with 20 electric points, skywalking for dunks that shook the arena, while Andrew Nembhard controlled the pace like a veteran, adding 17 critical points that silenced critics and lit up the scoreboard. Even with a strained calf, Tyrese Haliburton refused to sit this one out, grinding through pain to deliver 14 gutsy points and prove he's the heartbeat of this Pacers squad. As Oklahoma City's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander struggled, plagued by a shocking 8 turnovers, his most ever in a finals game, the Thunder unraveled. TJ McConnell came off the bench like a human spark plug, grabbing rebounds, threading assists, and energizing a crowd that had once gone eerily quiet after Indiana missed its first 8 shots. Let's pause for a reality check. CPI numbers just dropped. Groceries up 12%, gas averaging $4.85 nationwide. For millions, it's not just news. It's the daily choice between prescriptions and groceries. Here's what you won't hear on CNN. Amazon's research team is recruiting households hit hardest by inflation. Qualified participants can earn up to $750 in Amazon credits. Not a handout, but payment for sharing shopping habits. It takes just 90 seconds to apply. Official info is in the description if you'd like to get started. It won't fix inflation, but it could bring some relief. Now let's continue. But then, boom. The Pacers flipped the switch, torching OKC with a 68-32 run across 2 quarters that turned a tense night into a blowout spectacle. Reggie Miller, courtside in a retro Jalen Rose jersey, looked like he wanted to check in himself as the building erupted with each play. The Pacers hadn't led by more than 10 points in any of the previous finals games, but by the third quarter of Game 6, they were up by 31. Oklahoma City, once celebrated for their comeback against Minnesota in the Western Conference Finals, found themselves stunned, speechless, and scrambling as their starters were benched heading into the fourth quarter. Even a desperate second-half lineup change couldn't ignite the Thunder, who went nearly 4 minutes without scoring to open the third quarter, the third longest scoring drought to start a half in finals history. The Pacers didn't just win, they sent a message. This team, written off early, has become the soul of resilience. Every fan watching saw not just a game, but a resurrection. The franchise that once lived in Reggie Miller's shadow now has a new shot at NBA glory, with Sunday night's Game 7 in Oklahoma City set to be the most anticipated finale since 2016. The Thunder still have home court advantage, and history leans slightly in their favor, with home teams going 15-4 in previous Finals Game 7s. But the cracks are visible. Momentum is Indiana's, passion is Indiana's, and the fire lit in Game 6 could carry them all the way to the title. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. The NBA universe will now turn its eyes to Sunday night, as a young, fearless Pacers team and a shaken Thunder squad collide for all the marbles. One game, one trophy, one final chance to etch their names into history. Get ready. Game 7 is going to be legendary.